Massive victory. Please help me welcome, with a record of 25 victories, 10 wins by knockout, opposite of 1 defeat and 1 draw, Lamont Roach. Please help me welcome Gervonta Tank Davis.
What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the press conference that took place today in New York City for the upcoming March 1st title fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach. Guys, before we continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please hit the subscribe button and the notification button? This will help me out a lot. Every time I put a video out that's new, you'll be the first to be notified. Guys, if you were watching this live on PBC's stream, they were 90 minutes late, and the rumor is it was Tank Davis, but he did show up, and I gotta be honest with you guys, I wasn't 100% certain when they announced the news that there was gonna be a press conference today in New York that Tank was even gonna show up, but he did, and it was quite entertaining. So in this video, we're gonna watch it together. I've already watched it once, and I've cut it up to where you guys aren't gonna have to watch any of the dead space. If you were to go to PBC's YouTube, you'd have to sit there for 90 minutes, and then it's a bit choppy. This one's much more efficient. This one will only take about 17 minutes. I want you guys to notice the body language and the demeanor of both fighters. There's some exciting revelations that occur in this press conference. I don't want to spoil alert anyone, but if you follow my YouTube channel, you would already know some of the shorts that I've cut up in terms of some breaking news on both Tank's side and Lamont Roach's side. Guys, to catch everyone up to date, Lamont Roach is coming up from 130. He is a champion at 130. This will be for Tank's 135-pound WBA strap. It's going down March 1st. And obviously, it's another fight where Tank Davis is bringing a guy up from a smaller weight class. These two do have history, and from watching this press conference, there is some vitriol behind both camps. So without further ado, let's get into it.
I'll open things up for question first. I'll start with you, Tank. You are back in Brooklyn. The last time you were here, the Barclays Center was packed. You had a show-stopping knockout victory over Rolly Romero. It is the highest grossing and most attended boxing event ever here at Barclays Center. What is it about fighting here in Brooklyn that's so special for you?
I think the people energy, like, you know, just I won my first championship here and things like that, and you know, if you actually look on my Instagram, I have more followers in New York than actual Baltimore, so I think this is like a second home for me and things like that, and New York always come with that great energy.
Now, going into this fight against Lamont Roach, I know there were reports of a potential fight with Lomachenko. Obviously, that fell through. What made Lamont Roach the next logical choice for you in your next fight?
He has skills. Even though he's at a smaller weight class, I feel as though Lamont have, you know, and he's someone that's one of the guys that I actually started with, and like, you know, came up with in the sport of boxing. Actually, like, still doing well. Everybody that's like started with us, like, really like not in the picture right now. So people don't really I wouldn't say like know him, but he definitely have the skills. Definitely a top opponent, and come March the 1st, everybody will see.
Now I'll turn things over to you, Lamont. Obviously, what was your reaction when you got the call from your team that this fight is on the table, and what was your reaction once it was finalized, knowing that this is the biggest opportunity of your career?
I would say my reaction was...
About to get paid.
That was one of them. No funny, that was one of them. But little do people know, I mean, like, you know, not to downplay, because the motherfucking offer was pretty chunky, but I had some chunky deals on the table too. So it's not something that we super jumped at. But when it came to my legacy, when it came to, you know what I'm saying, putting on good shows for boxing and all that came together, of course I wanted to do it. And like he said, we came up together. Why not? Why not put on a great show? Why not show that we are two of the best fighters in the world on a world stage, on a pay-per-view card? So, of course, I was like, yeah.
Now, you just mentioned, obviously, it's very well known that you guys, fought in the amateurs, you've had sparring sessions. Can you use any of those past experiences with Tank going forward into this fight March 1st?
He can't. He lost.
No answer my question, bro. What I'm about to say, logically, even though I think I won both of them fights, not really. It was so long ago. We was like 16.
Remember, I beat you in our tournament twice?
You said what?
I beat you in the tournament twice. I beat him in the state, and then they did
And
something
beat me
like...
in the regionals. They cheated, and Baltimore took a point from me, fool. Come on. We sent the video to USA Boxing, and they said I should have won. They sent me to the Nationals. That was the only reason why I went.
And then I fought you again and beat you there,
And then
right?
you beat me.
There again.
Then you beat
In
me.
the same tournament.
Then you beat me. I
Crazy.
still thought I won, though. It was the point system. It was BS. They was on your dick. Like, come on, fool. It is what it is. But, they was close fights. He won both of them, obviously. But at the end of the day, you can't really use that. We're two totally different fighters. He's evolved. I evolved. And, we got to go what's been going on now.
Now, I'll turn things over to you, Tank. This is a huge fight for the DMV area. Does that add a little extra motivation, him being from D.C., from Baltimore, going into this fight?
Not really. Like, I've been coming up and coming to D.C. like for a minute since I was young, so I don't really see like the.
It's more
the
so for the
back
crowd. It ain't necessarily between me and him, DC, Baltimore, but
Yeah.
like for the crowd, it definitely is. As a area thing, it is.
Now, Tank, Roach said earlier today that, he feels like the guys that you've knocked out recently don't have a chin. What's your response to that?
We gotta test his chin out. Come off the first.
We ain't on that. Motherfuckers don't hit me in
What's
there.
your reaction to that, Lamont? You said, you feel like guys...
That's what we gonna be in there for. He same thing he gonna try to test. I'm gonna
You
try to
seen my
test.
post, right?
You said, which one?
Well, I told you to leave the kids home.
My son gonna be front and center. You He'll be front and center.
Leave the kids
Why
home.
wouldn't he want to see his father
What's up,
become
little bro?
two-time world champ?
Lamont,
Bro, what's up?
Lamont, let me ask you this. How is your style going to be different than anything Tank has faced, and how will you be able to get the upset and give him his first defeat?
It's just it's skill wise. I bring a lot to the table. I can adapt. I can fight various different styles. I'm tough. I'm gritty. I'm smart. I'm witty. Whatever the case may be, whatever I gotta pull out my bag of tricks to win, that's what I'm gonna do.
Look at
Motherfucking the rest of them, either they was one-trick ponies or they just ain't have enough. So,
Do you feel like people are overlooking you in this fight as the underdog?
come on now, of course. I mean, but everything is opinionated. The only thing that's gonna matter is when we get in the ring.
As for you, Tank, going into this fight, this will obviously be your first fight of 2025. How do you envision 2025 playing out for you?
25 is after next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight,
You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
after our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
All right. I'll go to Lamont Roach Sr. over here. Obviously you have helped with your son becoming a world champion here. What do you need to do to craft a game plan no one's been able to solve Tank Davis. What do you need to do together with you and your team and obviously your son to score that victory?
We're going to do what we need to do to win. I'm not gonna get no secrets out, but we got a game plan. We gonna execute it, and we gonna get the results.
Move that head, bob and weave, bob and weave,
Hey, that go both ways.
That go both ways.
bob and weave.
Man.
Tank, what is Lamont going to learn March 1st inside that ring here at Barclays Center?
Bob and weave, bob and weave. You got bob and weave.
He's going to what?
You got bob and weave, job, bob and weave.
All right, Tank, let's get a prediction from you. Lamont Roach, March 1st, Barclays Center, Amazon Prime, pay-per-view, PBC. What is going down?
Want me to say?
Go ahead so I can call Cap. Go ahead. Come on. Get it over with.
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at 9th.
I'm telling him, you saying you going down in a 9? You know that power curry late.
I know you got some sneaky power. That's what I do know.
What?
Who said that? You said
My
what?
man over
You
there
said
said
what?
bet.
Yeah, that's why I've been waiting for the niggas to talk. How much you want back? How much you want to bet? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back? How much you want back? Just call it out. Huh? 100? That's a bet. What's your name? Al, where you from? All right, bet. It's a bet.
All right, cuz. Yeah, cuz.
Tank, he feeling better now. Tank feeling better.
Yeah. Somebody done got him out his bag.
Lamont, what's going down March 1st? Prediction, how does it play out at Barclays Center here?
You signed 100K?
Come on. Hey, fool. Hold on. He with me, so he wasn't gonna say nothing. He wasn't gonna say no number with no K.
Y'all want to bet 100? Right.
He wasn't gonna say nothing else with a K following there. Yeah, man. Everything was gonna be a K following there. He with me.
Do you want to bet 100?
So
Right.
What'd you say?
Do you want to bet 100?
We can bet 100.
You sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
We can shake on it. We can shake
That's
on
old
it.
school.
Yeah.
Come on, fool.
Yeah.
What I look like?
Yeah. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Get in my mold then.
Yeah.
Tank,
Yeah,
it
my
seems
mold,
Tank.
man.
Hold on.
It
Let
seems
me
like you
answer
get a
your
little
original
excited with,
question,
some of these bets that are coming out. Is that, starting to
Nah, I just
gear things up a little bit for you?
I like to show people they not who they say they are.
though.
like to prove people. I like to prove people.
Who? Go ahead. Be specific, brother.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
And I like to prove the people that like.
Yeah, I mean, who
that they
said
come with,
who ain't
you know
what
what
they
I mean?
said they is? I don't.
I like to prove to the people they come with.
Oh.
Cause that's who they be thinking tough.
Do you like that when people doubt you? You like to prove them wrong?
Yeah. My first world champion in this building, the whole building doubted me.
What's your response to that, Lamont? I mean, you see, obviously, some, I don't know if they're fans or part of your team, but,
They with me. They with me and they backing my play. That's what they gonna do. They gonna back my play, and then you see they been backing my play, and I've been backing theirs 100%.
And how do you see March 1st playing out? How do you think it's going to go down here at Barclays Center? I mean, you have an opportunity in front of you to become a world champion at not only 130 pounds, but 135 pounds.
Hopefully he bob and weave, take his own advice. Cause it's going down, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm coming with everything I got. And if you ain't on your A game, if you ain't
I'm trying to
focused,
hear that shit.
if you ain't focused, cause I know you ain't focused. It's
Yeah, I'm
been to
not
the
focused.
streets. It's been to the streets. I know you ain't focused. So you better tighten up.
Yeah.
You better tighten up.
That's
My
why I
mother,
got
you
everybody
better
out of
tighten
there.
up.
That's why I got everybody out of there. Can they see my page
you
again?
better
Can they
tighten
see
up.
my page now?
I'm telling you right now, you better tighten up. Because if you don't, my mother, I'm going to make it look like a cakewalk. That's March 1st.
And I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother.
Yeah, all right.
Now watch this.
They gonna
now
be there.
watch.
They gonna be
now
there.
watch. Now watch.
What's different from 10 minutes ago when you said that?
You know how when they told you said how like I posed for Lomachenko, right? And like how he said like he was retired and things like that. I feel as though like we've been in it so long that we are getting tired of it. Like we've been beating our body up so long, but it be like situations like just now, like when he talking that spark the plug again.
Yeah, that's what.
Is that all it takes for you? Is that all it takes? Just a little comment?
Nah, but that's what I want though. I don't want you to fight me like you saying you going out.
It always go like this. It always go like this.
Nah,
Niggas
what I'm
always
saying,
get
you
the
just said
yapping,
you feel like you going
and
out.
they go to
I don't
sleep.
want you to feel like you going out.
I'm telling you.
I don't want that to be an excuse. You know our team name, no excuse. I don't want it to be like, oh, that was my last fight and shit like that. I don't want that. That's going to stain my legacy. You hear me?
Lamont, is this what you want? Is this the Tank you want to face
Of course,
March 1st?
I want to face the best Tank, duh. I'm not trying to spark nothing. It is what it is. Nigga. He one of the best. I'm one of the best. We trying to get in there. We trying to rumble.
Tank, do you prefer when you get something like that kind of sparks that motivation and just turns on that switch for you?
Yeah.
Do you prefer that now going into training camp and getting set for March 1st that it's going to light a fire under you?
He gonna be mad. He gonna be mad. Watch.
I'm glad I could do that for you, brother. It's going to be a great event.
All right, gentlemen. It should be an exciting event March 1st here at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. And as Tank, final words to say to Lamont Roach and fans watching at home as they are getting set for this event March 1st?
Time ticking. That's it.
Time ticking. Lamont, same question to you. Fans watching at home, people in D.C. watching you, biggest opportunity of your career. What do you have to say to not only Tank, but people at home watching?
Strap your boots up. It's going to be a hell of a ride.
All right, you heard it from both men. Now, before we let them go, the fighters are going to pose. So make sure to get your photos as we're going to have Tank Davis and Lamont Roach come and pose. So feel free, please be patient, and we'll get our pictures set. March 1st, it all goes down here, Barclays Center, Tank versus Roach.
Okay, we're still live on the stream. Everybody stay down, please. Cameras in the back have to get the shot. Everyone stay down. Thank you.
All right, guys, turn out and face the camera, please. Right in the front, right here. Right here in the front for us. Lamont right here. Lamont, down here, please. Back in the cameras in the back, too. All the way in the back, almost. All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thanks everybody. Tank Davis is available for interviews right now.
All right, guys, what do you think of so many things that were said in this press conference? Do we really think that Tank Davis is going to retire after 2025? Also, do we really think that there's $100,000 bets, multiple bets, with Tank Davis and Roach, as well as with Tank and Roach's sort of entourage during the press conference? It was the one moment where we actually saw Tank Davis wake up and show some signs of life. You know, this guy is the consummate competitor, and it's always one of these things that fighters kind of need. We've heard legends talk about this in the sport before, of how they need to create sort of or vilify their opponent for them to get up in order to showcase their skills on fight night. And time again, this has always worked for Tank Davis. And me being a boxing nerd, every time fights like this are announced, in terms of fights that I didn't want to see on paper, every time they're announced, I kind of get down a bit and I kind of skeptical and I question the fight. But then as the media circus happens, and this is promotion and this is part of me kind of being a nerd, like I said, I get hype again. So just 3 months out from the fight, watching this press conference, do I want to see the fight? Ask me now. Yeah, I want to see the fight because in boxing, anything can happen. In the comment section below, let me know what you think of the press conference. Let me know what you think about those 2 questions. Does Tank retire in 2025? And do you think they're actually going to bet 100K? Leave all that in the comments.